Hey, Michael.
Well, hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well on this Tuesday.
All right, let's get it started. Let's. Hey, I love our
Right.
opening.
I know. I know you
Oh
do.
my gosh.
Uh,
We wanna say hello. Our moderator is back. What's up, Kevin? Welcome
Mr.
back.
Springer
Mr. Springer,
sprung
he's
back into action.
back.
All right.
Oh my goodness, this is
Welcome
exciting.
back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's our talk on Tuesdays, and let me do the business of things first. Oh, thank you so much. Springer says hello. That's so great.
Springer.
Well, tonight's show is brought to you by NBN's African American Historical News Journal. Give the gift of knowledge. And I got my five, and I invite you to get your five. Go to nbnconnect.com and type interludes as the referral. So we just got that up for you. It's Black History Month, right?
All month long.
It's all month
That's
long,
right.
right? And
That's right.
I personally want to thank Darren for filling in for Mr. Springer on last week. We love our moderators, and they help Talk on Tuesdays be a success every single week. Thank you, thank you. Some people are clapping and saying hello. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, hey, hey.
Hello.
Oh my gosh. Michael, there's
Yeah.
something big happening this weekend. Do you know what's about to happen
What's about to happen? This weekend?
this weekend?
Um,
Yeah.
there's gonna be well, I guess there's be some college basketball on. By that time, the Atlanta should have defeated the Boilermakers, which they should be en route to do tonight.
No.
Usually Sunday.
Possibly
Sunday
Sunday. Oh my gosh. Yes, Sunday.
sports.
Sports. Yes. What do you think is happening on Sunday? Sunday.
Something's happening Sunday. Is it out east or in the west?
I believe it's to the west, my brother, to the west.
To the west.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I know that if I'm not feeling well on Sunday, that there's at least a doctor. I have a visit with a doctor on Sunday. Dr. Dre.
Oh, where is the corn on the cob? Where's the corn on the cob? This is hilarious. Too corny.
Dr. Dre's going to be playing at SoFi, and right ahead of him will be the first half of the Super Bowl.
Woo!
LBI,
Yes.
the Super Bowl.
And
The
I'm
Los Angeles Rams against who they?
oh
Who they think gonna
yeah.
beat the Cincinnati Bengals?
I will be the
I
Cincinnati.
don't know.
Yeah, and then those are the folks that'll be with our what do you call it? With the
Kendrick,
yeah,
Mary
Kendrick,
J, Snoop,
all those exciting people. But what we
Eminem, and Dr. Dre.
so we will pause it right there. So Cincinnati Bengals. I always say it wrong.
Yeah, Bengals. Hey, it's the year of the Tiger. You saw that? The lunar year. It's the year of the Tiger. And
Yeah.
there's no Tiger with more swagger than Joe Burrow.
But the one thing that because sports is not my lane, the lane that it is our own resident coach. Coach Tony, what's up? What's up?
Hey, what,
Oh,
my two favorite people. And what's up, Kevin? How you doing, Springer?
All right.
yeah.
One thing you forgot, Mike. I know you mentioned the West Coast, but you don't you have to love it, man, when you got one East Coast and Mary J. Blige of all people and mixed in the West Coast, man.
Mary J. Nobody. I mean, there's no. there's no comparing Mary J. Mary J is, I mean,
Man,
she is every woman, pretty
man.
much.
And Mary, 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 Mary.
Mary. I,
Quite
Right.
contrary.
Coach, all she want to be is happy.
She wants to be happy. That's right. Want to be,
She
and
just want to
then
be happy.
then she may drop you out with some of that real love, you know.
Exactly.
Ooh,
Exactly.
right,
I'm
right.
excited. I think
I
this
know,
is a great lineup for the halftime show because I know a lot of people will be watching the actual sports teams. I mean, unfortunately, I don't have a pony in the race, so I don't care who wins. It's all a good game for me. But my eyes will be dead set on the halftime show. But Coach Tony, give us your predictions. Let me get this out of here. Let's talk football.
I'm gonna back up just one second. I gotta do a couple things here, Mike. I love
yeah,
you. Them Milan are going to get them Boilermakers, baby.
you know it. You know it.
Glad you
And
said.
that first game broke my heart. I was watching it. I watched them overtimes. Like, come on, come.
Yeah, yeah.
This is what we got.
That's okay. Kofi back. We playing good. And
Yeah,
Val,
I believe
I
it.
told Mike earlier, I'm gonna throw a little question that Kevin can put out there to our audience tonight. I'm gonna tip my hat. This hat right here is a throwback hat, right? So if somebody can tell me the significance of this hat, they're gonna win a nice little $25 gift certificate from me. So Val, make sure you get the address and the information so I can kick it to them.
All right, that's what's up. You guys heard it. You guys heard it. It's a
Tip in the hat.
$25 gift card. If you can say what the hat that Coach Tony is wearing, he's pointing to it right now. If you know where it comes from, the first one who answers correctly in the chat, let us know. What is
Yeah.
and here, yeah, that's what Springer is on top of it. What is the significance of the hat that
Yeah,
Coach Tony is wearing?
There you
Thank
go,
you,
baby.
Mr. Springer.
There you go. That's why I love Kev. He stay on top of the game. And the biggest shout out to me and I'm gonna throw you guys one and Mike, you and Val gonna look at is homegrown Nashville, Tennessee, Mr. Jalen Ramsey, DB, LA Rams, baby, bringing him a ring back this way, man. So
not a
Oh,
good chance.
if that gave you a hint, Val, I'm gonna tell you guys if you're playing FanDuel or if you're playing MGM, I'm gonna give you the points today that you can put up. I'm gonna give it Rams +4, both quarterbacks over 280 yards, right? And the key is going to be on the Rams side of the house. You're gonna have to have the wide receiver, none other than Cooper Cope, over 100 yards this weekend. And then you're gonna have to have my guy Chase and Higgins. They're gonna both put over 70 yards, and the running back Mixon over 65. Boom. Take it to the house, put your money down, and that's the same game parlay for almost good for about a good stack.
For entertainment purposes only. Entertainment
David,
purposes
we have
only.
to say that. Yes, we have to say that. We do have a sponsor. Thank you. We have to say that.
Entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment purposes only. You don't have to play that. Just Coach T thinking in the head.
Yeah. I mean, and then because I know some of the folks out there, they still on the squares level.
Right.
Coach Tony, so
Step that game. They
but
got to step the game up, Mike. You tell them they got to step it up a little bit, man.
step it up. Oh no, this is the one time a year they step out. I would for those folks, I would say 5-3. 5-3 would be good for you.
I like a 5-3. I know.
I think 5s and 3s would work out.
Well,
Nice.
my favorite number is 7. I like the 3, but I'm gonna go 7-3.
Okay. All right.
All right. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt.
Now, Val, I know you said you're not really on the sports side of the house, but you got to have a dog in this pony race. Come on.
Oh, who am I going to predict?
Yeah. Who you think?
I'm going to say LA in 7.
Oh. Ooh. So you
7
know,
points there. Now, see, I'm covering for you because she's like in the 7th game. No, this is just the one Super Bowl. There's no series.
They're going to win by a touchdown and a
7?
field goal. I do understand that.
Okay, I got you. Hey, there you go, Val.
Extra
You
point.
know that
Yeah,
much,
yeah,
right?
yeah. There you go.
Oh,
Extra
that
point.
much.
Extra
Come
point.
on.
Yeah, we got it. All right. Okay.
Now, Mike. Now, Mike, you got to give me yours too, Mike. So we got two LA right here. So tell me, you going Bengals way, man? You going to Bengals?
You know I am. You know I
Uh,
am. I am. I got to. I got to. I got
uh,
to.
uh, I heard you
One.
talking Joe.
I
I heard you
won.
talking Joe Burrows earlier, so I saw that.
What? You know what? I like an underdog. They've never done it before.
Okay.
Hey, coach, as a longtime Bears fan, I got to tell you this.
Okay.
Until I see Matthew Stafford walk out with a trophy, he is the Detroit Lions quarterback. Okay.
Exactly, but you got to look at it like this though. The one thing I like about the Super Bowl, Mike, you got
Yeah.
both quarterbacks are looking for their very first Super Bowl win, man.
Yeah, but Joe Burrow's doing it in his second year.
Hey, but that's
So
okay. The boy young with it, man. He got talent around him, baby, and I like him. But I don't think it's gonna come to Burrows. I think it's gonna come to my boy on the other side. It's gonna come to Vaughn, and it's gonna come to Aaron Donald with that pressure they're gonna put on him.
now, in the gentleman that you mentioned at up top, coming out of Nashville. Now,
Ramsey, Ramsey.
if he is an MVP, then they have definitely won. Okay, because Joe could make the mistake to throw right to him.
And if he gonna do it, he gonna be an old school Deion Sanders. Take it to the house.
That's right, exactly.
Right. High
Rocking
stepping. High
high
stepping. Yeah.
stepping all the
Right.
way in. Now, if that happens, then they have definitely won. The Rams defense is better than the Bengals offense. However, there's something about the Bengals being there. They have no, to me still. I saw them win those games, but I still, with my own eyes, could not believe them when they beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I can't believe it happened.
But it
Chiefs,
happened.
I
But
can't
it
believe
happened.
I can't believe they got by us and the Tennessee Titans and it was the exact same thing. A fumble pick, man. A fumble pick.
That happened. So this is, Coach Tony. This is the year of the Tiger. I mean, it really is.
It's the eye of the tiger.
It's the Chinese
Don't-
lunar
don't-
year of the Tiger.
I'm about to
There's
put that
something
song
to
on.
that. I
Val, you
don't
should
know.
have
Joe
Val, you should
Burrow
have
look like-
Kevin. Kevin should have queued that eye of the tiger up for
I
us.
know. It is. I
Joe-
am the tiger with
Right.
through the night,
There you go.
rising up to the challenge above. If I played
Ooh,
that
yeah.
song, that I would have
Man.
owed them some money. So that's why I'm
So,
singing
so,
it.
Man,
Joe
that
Burrow
was
is
a
like
nice.
Joe Willie. I think Joe Burrow is like Joe Willie.
Yep.
He's got that kind of just. I mean, I would not be surprised to see him step out in a fur coat going to that game
Exactly. And I want to see
in LA.
I love seeing him show up in a Bengals fur coat, baby. Just striped out.
Did you see those all white warm ups that came out with?
Yes.
I think that's him. I mean, I think that's him.
That's true. And here's the funny part about it: it's gonna be 80 degrees.
Oh, in LA, it's going to be 80 degrees on Sunday.
But
Sunday.
I would not be surprised to see him step out in fur because that boy got issues. He got problems.
Hey man,
And he's representing Ohio for sure. I mean, he's from Ohio.
Mhm.
He wanted to play at Ohio State. They didn't want him, so he goes down to LSU and just wins the national championship. Then he comes out his first year with the Bengals, and it's like, oh, it's not really working. It's like, go get me a receiver. Who do they go get?
Got his boy.
LSU,
Boy
right?
got his boy. Chase, come on.
So he's
holla.
out there playing catch. He's pretty much out there playing catch, having fun. Now, he could slip up and win a Super Bowl doing that. It's possible.
Offensively, I don't disagree with you. And he's a threat. But the defense has got to be able to stop Cooper Kupp, man. Kupp a bad boy, man.
I just don't like the Rams quarterback.
Why don't you like the
because he
the
played
Rams?
most of his career at Detroit.
Yeah.
And
He's a deflector.
no, maybe it's true that while Aaron Rodgers was playing football in Green Bay, I think that's gonna be past tense pretty soon. we're
Yeah.
gonna say was when he used to play in Green Bay
Yeah.
that
Right.
the Packers did on the Bears. But I got to tell you, the Bears on the Lions. Okay, so until I see Matthew Stafford actually win the Super Bowl, I don't trust him. He likes to throw to the other team much too much. He likes to
Hey,
drop that ball a
if
lot.
he if he
Matthew
Oh,
throws
Stafford holds the ball and he drops the ball.
if he throw to the other team on Sunday, Jalen Ramsey's gonna have a field day.
I don't think he'll have a job after that.
Matthew Stafford, yeah, man. You know what, Val? You make a good point. I mean, Matthew Stafford is really only there to win this game. If he doesn't win this game on Sunday, there's a chance the Rams might tell him goodbye.
It
Because
may be, but
they bet the house on him, right, Coach
don't
Tony?
say that. Don't say that, Mike. He may end up being in Chicago bagging up fields, man.
Backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up, like way back,
Blasphemy.
like way back.
All
Like
the way back.
not just not just hold the clipboard, but maybe like
But wait,
drive his second car to
right,
the
way in the back.
stadium.
Hey, get in the back.
Way back.
He on the back of the CTA coming down 95th Street.
Exactly, yeah. If we talking about what he doing with Justin Fields, he way back, like helping him at Ohio State, way back, like
Oh
in the
man,
past.
I
Yeah,
tell you
I
what,
don't trust that.
it's been a crazy week, Val. I tell you some work that I've been doing for us. I am working on a superstar interview for us that's going to shock the Interludes people. And I can tell you it's going to come out of the HBCU world and it's going to be a top notch female person. And you guys are going to be completely shocked. I'm working on that. I'm also working on a couple other things. I got my nephew down in Mississippi. I want to give a big shout out to Derek Burgess. He does a podcast called let me see, let me make sure I got the name right. It's Dr. Derek, the sports doctor. He's
All
the
right.
top-notch ortho doctor in the state of Mississippi right now.
Oh, okay, all
And
right.
so what I'm gonna do, I'm trying to get us some people on this show so we can interview them and talk about the big things that's going on out there around the world, and make sure we just continue to congratulate them and put them in the spotlight.
All
That
right.
sounds great.
That
That
sounds
sounds wonderful.
so
Coach, I
you got
gotta ask you as a
oh,
coach. Let me ask you this as a coach, because a coach talking about coaches. This past week in the NFL, last week and a half, we
you're not
Brian
going.
Flores, who I thought was gonna come to the Bears, but now I
Right.
see why he didn't end up here in Chicago. It
Mhm.
seemed like he wasn't gonna end up anywhere. Coach, the NFL still has a coaching problem, don't they? In terms of hiring, to the point that the Texans, God bless them, after the aftermath of Brian Flores, hired someone
Loving
very
Smith.
familiar to all of us as Bears fans, Lovey Smith.
And you of I, guy. So,
The
you
fact
know,
that they hired Black Santa, I couldn't
hey,
believe it.
What? Wait,
hey,
whoa,
let me,
whoa! What did you call this poor
oh,
child?
he's
Black
like Santa.
Santa.
I love
Oh,
him
He's
too because
Black Santa. If you
hey,
still
Val,
picture Lovey Smith, his beard is white as snow.
okay.
hey,
What
And
about the pony?
hey, Val, he just ain't coming down your chimney. That's all.
that's that's right. He's
My
scheming the
my
defense.
chimney's
He got a
occupied. We good.
defense
We all
for
right.
you.
We all right. We all right. We good. We don't need
But
that.
Mike, you so right on that. Here's the funny part about it. It's kind of like, it's kind of like as a kid when moms had you sweep the floor and you thought she wasn't looking, so you swept it under the rug. You
Mhm.
know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
hide it, and then she pulled the rug up one day and it was still dirt right there. So I think the
Ooh.
NFL is trying their best to put a Band-Aid on it when they should have put a big, huge Band-Aid on it, And the move from the Texans because of the heat, it's kind of like that person that says, "Oh, I'm not prejudiced. I got a black friend. I got one named Val." You know what I mean? It's kind of like if you got to name that person, then I already know where you're coming from. So when the NFL made this move and they hire Lovey, great move. But the Texans are basically saying, "Hey, we don't fall into that parameter. Look and see what we did." And then, unfortunately, my boy Harbaugh got stuck in a crazy situation from Michigan. Think about that, Mike. Would you get on an airplane to go get a job
Nope,
that somebody
nope.
told you had, and you get there and they say, "Oh, my bad, you the wrong Mike."
Yeah, that when I did the deep dive into that whole situation, I just shook my head and it was like, okay, I get it now. I get it.
Woo!
I get
And
it.
it would have been even rougher, Val, if Michigan said, you know something, since you decided to leave us, we don't even want you back. That would have been a real smack in the face, you
Right.
know, and that
Right.
would have been a real hard. But it's so crazy because, if you go look at the sports, they keep talking about NFL 70%. They talking about how the NFL is the greatest game, it does this and does that. But to me, I know I love you NFL guys, but that's why the NBA and college basketball does what it does, because the NBA and these boys walk to walk and talk to talk. Last year, when COVID hit, what sport led the way? The NBA did in Florida, quarantined everybody, put everybody in a facility, played all the way to
Absolutely.
the championship. Not one COVID situation all the way through. And they came back out. You got Jordan and a couple of other owners that's owning teams. You got multiple brothers in the NBA that are head coaches, that are associate head coaches, that are scouts, directors, and recruiting guys. And you got many people on the college side. Give it up to my girl, Dawn Staley, down in South Carolina doing her thing,
Absolutely. Right.
So when you looking at that, basketball's gotten it right. And I was listening to Steve Harvey this morning, and I'm going to give you his point of view, and you tell me whether you like it or not. He said, if you got multiple billionaires in a room, black or white, you're not going to change their attitude. They're going to do what the hell they want to do.
Of course they were. I mean, the case in point, Robert Johnson, right?
Yep.
Right? Because Robert Johnson owned, if you recall, Robert Johnson owned when they were the Bobcats, when there was the
Right.
Charlotte Bobcats.
Before
And
Jordan got
before Jordan came in. And then Jordan got that franchise and went back to being the Hornets, I think.
Yep.
Because it was talked that they were the Bobcats because Bob Johnson on the team. That was one of the jokes out at that time. So because it was Bobcats. So when Jordan comes in, they go back to being the Hornets, and the whole franchise changes. So that's even one black billionaire to a different black billionaire. So they're gonna do whatever they want to do. I understand that point, Coach Tony. I get that. I mean, if it's your money, you're gonna hire and do what you want. Right. Apparently, in Washington, you can get away with all sort of crimes, as we found out from Congress, and treat people all sort of crazy ways, as the owner of the Washington Commanders did when they were the Redskins.
The Commanders.
Yeah, the Commanders.
So
there's that. But I just gotta wonder. So Lovie Smith in Texas, in the Texans, was part of the process of actually interviewing candidates for that job prior to Brian Flores' lawsuit against the NFL for not hiring black coaches. So they had Lovie on the side where he was actually part of management interviewing people to select a new coach.
Yep.
And then at the end, he suddenly does like a Dick Cheney and then becomes the candidate for it.
Correct.
So famously, if I just real briefly, when George W. Bush was running for president, he was trying to find a running mate, and he hired Dick Cheney to come in and interview possible VP candidates. Dick Cheney interviewed all the people, and at the end, Dick Cheney figured out that the best person for the job was Dick Cheney.
Right.
So at some point, either we got to believe that Lovie Smith interviewed all these people and didn't like any of them, and then management said, well, why don't you take the job? Or he came to them interviewing these people like, I don't want none of these people. This should be my job. And they ended up having it become his job. Now, only one of those can be true, right? Because that's how it ended up.
Exactly.
So I mean, I like Lovey. I'm gonna root for Lovey, but that seems like another kind of questionable interview process to me.
I think
but the big question is the big question is, will Flores get another shot in the NFL, or do you think that he's done?
I think he ends up doing documentaries with Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, he's gonna be done. And I'm gonna wrap it up with this. The prediction for Super Bowl will be, Coach Tony?
Los Angeles Rams +4.
+4, I say by 7. And Mr. Wamble?
Bengals by 1. By
Oh,
1.
oh,
Rams.
oh,
Sorry, Coach Tony. Rams, Titans all over again.
oh. Hey,
Rams,
I
Titans
can't get,
all over again.
don't
Oh,
let me get, I can't get it 2 times. I can't get it 2 times in
and
2 weeks.
Coach Tony, you got a fan here. Hello, my handsome nephew. And then she
Oh,
says, "Wash hands."
that's my auntie that slipping down in
All
Alabama.
right.
Hello, how you doing? Hey, I got some new people in here. Okay, that's nice.
Got love
Well,
in
Coach
Alabama.
Tony, thank you so much. We're gonna take your predictions. We took notes. You took notes, right, Michael? I took my
Hey,
notes.
I took
only,
notes for entertainment purposes
only
only.
for entertainment purposes, Val. Only to entertainment purposes, Val.
And let's see
I
that
might
hat.
be making a call.
Let's see that hat again. So if you said what that hat is from, Coach Tony has a $25 gift card for you. And let us know by email, and I'll take
By
care of it for
email.
you. All right, Coach.
I
Thank you
might
so
be
much
making a
for
call
joining us,
later
man.
on here.
All right. Thank
I'll
you,
let you.
Coach.
280 yards. All right, I might be. Okay.
All right,
I love.
Here we go. Thanks a lot, Tony. Here we go.
Entertainment purposes only, of
Only
course.
entertainment. That's right. So
You got
that's
Cooper
funny.
Cup at over 100 yards. He's got Mixon at over plus 65 yards. And the Rams +4. Now I'm telling you Bengals +1, but I ain't telling you to bet on it.
Yeah. And what is
What's
Becca
four?
saying? Oh, so she was guessing. Oh, it's a Bulls throwback hat. Maybe
Is
when they
it?
won 70 games back in 96. I watched many of those games. That's my guess. I don't know. Tony, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Becca, I already have her address. So
That is
here we
correct.
go.
That is 1996, the year that Michael Jordan came back in his first full season. Unfortunately, after the death of his dad, and he played with the Bulls. And we got our first 70-win season, and the Bulls went on to win their fourth ring.
First 70-win season.
The first, yeah, there was many more. That was the first 70-win. And so that lets you know this hat is an old throwback, baby. This old Grant Park, not Millennium Park, old Grant Park, baby.
There you go.
Grant Park.
Yes. So Becca can't believe it. She says,
Annual-
"What? I remember." So we owe
annual
you a
celebration.
$25 gift card courtesy of Coach Tony. Coach Tony, come back
Right.
anytime. We'll see
Right.
you, bro. Oh
See
my
you guys.
gosh. That's my
Right.
girl.
Hey.
That's my girl. Becca won.
See?
Becca won.
What?
Becca won.
See there, Val. Sports brings people together.
Yes,
That's a
it
beautiful
does.
thing.
Yes,
That's
it
a-
is. Yes, it
It's
does.
that time of year too for sports to bring people together.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely.
Anyway, but oh boy. I think we did our predictions, and it is Black History Month. I'm all excited.
It is. And today is the February the 8th.
February the 8th.
So is that a significant day in African American history?
I believe it is. I'm
Tell us.
gonna bring it up. And right now, I don't know how many people. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to. Okay, wait, I didn't mean to do that. It did something funky, and I probably froze.
No, I see you. You moving.
I probably froze.
No, you good, you good. I see you.
Okay. Oh boy.
Tell us what's going on. All right, I think maybe it's on her end. I don't know, but I see you, Val.
I freaking hate when this happens. Okay.
You live.
All right.
Woo! So let me tell you. Let's. I know she wants to tell you this, so I'm gonna let her tell it. I'm not gonna take her thunder. All right. So she's gonna tell you what this day is, the significance of it in Black history. I'm gonna tell you what happened a little bit earlier today. Earlier today, there were some nominations that came out for the Academy Awards. And I want to tell you about two things that came out. Also, significant day in African American history. You had my man Denzel Washington get nominated for another Academy Award. He is in rare air, so to speak, talking about our last topic, sports. So, Denzel Washington has been nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actor. He is joined by the Fresh Prince, who I guess instead of Fresh Prince, we maybe should call him King. King Richard. Star Will Smith was also nominated for Best Actor. So they're nominated for the Academy Awards. That's going to be coming out in March, the end of March in Hollywood. It'll be televised on ABC. And in my humble opinion, Oscars are so right this year. They got a lot of stuff right. And unlike many folks, I got to see a lot of movies this past year. Most of the time, actually in the theater, but some of them streaming. Some of them, on computers, on televisions, on other ways. But I'm going to tell you about two categories, just real briefly. Two categories in terms of the Academy Awards. The first one I want to mention is this: the Academy Awards for Best Actor. Best Actor category is stacked. It is stacked. And I got to see all five of the nominees in their roles, and I can tell you this: no matter which way they go, I wouldn't bet on this. I wouldn't get on FanDuel with anybody in this category because anybody could win this one. You got Javier Bardem, who plays Desi Arnaz, wife of Lucille Ball in Being the Ricardos. You have Andrew Garfield. So when he's not Spider-Man, or one of the Spider-Man, he is playing the legendary musical theater composer Jonathan Larson, who wrote the musical Rent, and he's in the movie Tick Tick Boom, which is on Netflix, which is awesome. You got Denzel, as aforementioned, who plays the dad of Venus and Serena. He is King Richard in a movie about their father and how their father helped to motivate that family and push both of his daughters to superstardom in the field of tennis. It certainly demystifies and it debunks a lot of nonsense that we have heard about Richard Williams in mass media, in the mainstream media, about him being a quote unquote bad dad and not really caring about the welfare of his
Exactly.
daughter. It kind of demystifies that and gives you a different perspective. And in that way, Will Smith kind of humanizes someone who has been kind of dehumanized, from places from ESPN all around. And he makes that man empathetic and you want to root for him, which you do. Then you got Denzel coming in with another nomination for Tragedy of Macbeth. Denzel doing Shakespeare. Yes, please.
Yeah. Gotta
It
gotta see it.
is,
Gotta see it.
and it's there for you. It's on Apple TV in glorious black and white, and it is a masterpiece. It's something that we'll probably be watching for the
And
next couple of decades.
here's another Black History fact. I didn't get to the first one because I was so rudely interrupted by my internet. Uh, Denzel with this nomination with Macbeth becomes the
And
most
your live mic too, Val.
What was that?
Live, and your live mic. So next time as you go down, know your mic's still live, okay? A
My
lot of
mic was,
interesting says
you must have heard what I was saying. I can't believe this is happening.
and other interesting things. Yes. Uh-huh.
Exactly. So Denzel becomes the most nominated Black actor in the history of the Academy Awards. Did not know that, but go ahead.
So in this category, I mean, this is a stacked category.
Mhm,
Could Denzel win? Yes. Should he win? I think so.
mhm,
Would I be surprised if Will Smith won his first Best Actor Oscar? No, no. I could see that happening for sure.
right.
Now what's weird is this.
Mhm.
There could be a tie between these two brothers. Now, if that does happen, then if you had actual money on this, I would lean toward Benedict Cumberbatch. Now
Yeah.
he stars in The Power of the Dog, which is a movie, the most dominated movie this year, and he does a sublime work here. His character, you both uh at times you like his character, and then at times you hate this character, and it is one of those rare kind of experiences on film. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
set in the West, but as we all know, he's British, so there's no hint of Britishness in him. It is a very interesting movie, and it's something that really kind of lingers with you. It's a movie you watch and think, hmm. And the more you think about it, the more you're like, is that what happened? Did I just see that? Is that right? Is that what that means? And it just kind of lingers with you. So
Mm-hmm.
any of these five could win, but that's my prediction on it. And I
Mm-hmm.
just want to mention one other category. I'm not going crazy with the Oscars. We can
Okay.
say that for another time. But
Okay.
just for the category that is like kind of very interesting to me. Okay, and that is happens to be the best animated picture category. Okay. So in
Okay.
here you have kind of traditional nominees like Luca, which is on Disney Plus, about this fish that comes a little kid, and kind of classic kind of fare, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have, and I don't know if it's around you, Val, but I'm surrounded by people that love musicals, musical theater, and songs. So you have Encanto, which is
Yeah,
blowing up.
I
Okay,
heard. I heard because of a representation of what it of who it represents. It's wonderful.
and not just that here. So Encanto has a song up for best original song, but that's not even the song that everybody loves from that movie.
Which one
That
is it?
song, that song is called uh, "We Don't Talk About Bruno." It is the number one song in the country according to Billboard, and it's a song from an animated musical. But it is a brilliant song. But they didn't even put that one up for nomination for best song, which
Why
is insane.
not?
They picked a whole different song. They're all Lin Manuel Miranda songs, so they're all like outstanding. So
Okay.
here's my point. Okay, Encanto probably would win best animated feature in every single year, but maybe not this one,
Uh-oh.
because in that same category is a movie called Flee, Flee. It's
Okay.
co-produced by Riz Ahmad, who a couple of years ago was nominated for Best Actor for the movie that had to do with a drummer losing his hearing. Do you remember that?
I remember that. I remember that movie. I forgot
Okay,
the
so
name of
Riz
it. Okay.
Ahmad. Okay,
Mhm.
so he's Arab actor. So he co-produced this animated movie, which has this incredibly serious uh, uh, storyline. It's
Mhm.
about a gay Afghan refugee that leaves that country and goes to Denmark, and then tries to reunite with his family that's in other places.
Wow.
But Val, it's all animated.
That's a
So it's
serious topic for an animation.
right. So it is not only a nominee for the best animated feature, it's also up for best documentary and best foreign film.
That might go ahead and win. That
But
honestly
but but
might
the
go.
thing
I don't
is,
know. I don't
but the
know.
thing is, see, it's up for these two other categories, right?
It depends on if the Oscars decide to split the baby. They've done that where there is a film that is
In
in
three,
cross. No, seriously, there's a film that's in different categories foreign. It might be just uh original
yeah, best
screenplay or
picture, yeah,
adapted. Yeah, and what'll happen is if they win best foreign, they may not win in the main categories or vice versa. So they may not win an animation, they might win best foreign film, just depending on who they're against. So I know sometimes Oscars have a tendency to kind of split the baby, but if everyone is really vibing with the theme and what is talked about with this animate with Flea, it might take all of them. I
but
don't know.
is it really the same thing? That's my
I don't
question.
know. And
Because
unfortunately, because I haven't seen it, I can't speak to
okay,
what it is.
the subject matter. Just accept the subject matter. Is that the
Okay.
same thing? Like,
No.
I mean, at some
I don't think
point,
it's a documentary. Is it? I don't. Can a cartoon or can an animation be a documentary? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. I can take that back.
Persepolis, right? Not
Yes.
Persepolis,
What?
but you know the movie I'm talking about. It was about the girl from Iran, and they that was all animated
Mm-hmm.
too. But I
That
mean,
was a
but
documentary.
what was her story? So I understand that animation is changing and people
Right.
are using animation and going to it. You see it a lot within movies, where
Mm-hmm.
there's certain parts where they can't recreate, they don't have the footage. There are a couple of movies like that, like there's a Velvet Underground movie about the musical group where
Right.
they turn to animation because they just don't have the footage, right?
Okay. All right.
And instead of doing reenactments, they just go to animation. And now you see a lot of computer animation, which I know you know a lot about. And they
Mm-hmm.
use that as a way to kind of create footage where there is no footage. So if you think it out loud, it kind of makes sense to use animation in terms of documentary because if you don't have the actual footage, if you're talking about something that actually happened, you do want to see it because
Yeah.
it's film, right?
Exactly. Right. Exactly. So that's exciting. So I think so. When is Oscars? Because I'm just trying to figure out. I need to watch. I need to see who, because the Golden
So-
Globes didn't happen. So and then some
right,
other
yeah,
show
yeah. They did, but they didn't, right? They
they
did.
did, but they didn't. But like, so when is it airing?
So it airs March the 27th, and
Hmm.
it'll be on ABC. It's the 94th annual Academy Awards. They're trying to promote the fact that they have a host, but it really turns out, as Variety found out, they have like more than one. They have like kind of rotating hosts, I guess. So, but they don't want to say that they don't have a host anymore. I guess that didn't work out.
No,
So
it did.
they
It
want
did.
to avoid that problem this year. But we always we got time between now and then to look at some of the other categories. It's just I know I saw all five of the nominees for Best Lead Actor, and I can tell you they are all outstanding.
So it's gonna
Even
be
the
tough. It'll
Ricardos,
be tough. It'll be tough to pick out of those five. So we can see who wins on March 27th.
yep,
And yet we'll circle back to the
yeah, we'll
other
come back to
nominees. Yeah,
that.
we'll come back to that because I
Absolutely,
feel like there's so many categories to talk
there
about. But
are.
we're and I have started watching Macbeth.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yes, so I will give you my review in another week or so. So I will let you know. The review I want to talk to you about is we need to talk about Cosby. You watched it.
Hey, we don't talk about Cosby. That would be a good song. I'm ready for somebody creative to come up that on TikTok or somewhere, maybe on YouTube. We don't talk about Cosby. About
But the
this.
one thing that I will say, and let me roll back to the first picture I have right here. I did not know this before this documentary, and I Spy was a show that came on in the '60s, and before then, when black actors worked on either television or film, if it was an action situation, if they needed a stunt double, they didn't use another they didn't use black stunt men or black stunt women. What did they do, Michael?
They covered black people in black. They covered white people in black paint or coal. They
Yeah.
made them charcoal black.
Yeah. And so they proposed that to Bill while he was working with Robert Cup here, and Bill said no. I need someone black.
He said the problem with you and the thing with the stuff is it won't actually work. Now, if you go have a Coke and a smile and go find me a brother that kind of looks like me, thank you very much.
Yeah. So a lot of good things that Bill was doing, and I want to say the most prevalent out of his, I want to say, 5 decade career. Can we say that 5 decades? Yeah, 5 decade or
More,
maybe 4 decade career.
more.
The Cosby Show is
Higher.
the most noticeable one. But what I will say is that I was very pleased, and it was like watching something where you couldn't look away. It was a train wreck, and when the filmmaker interviewed the victims, we did not know that they were victims when they first started talking. They talked as if they were fans. Oh, and they were fans of Mr. Cosby. We thought we had a relation. We thought he could help me with my modeling career. I have a dissertation. There were other things, and it made me mad because it was maddening to think that he was doing all this good stuff, and then the other things were happening almost simultaneously, and it just didn't make any sense to me. And so I'm trying to, it's the same thing with like the R. Kelly situation. I think this young man needs a he needs an Oscar for doing this documentary. And just when they were wrapping up the documentary, Bill Cosby was released from prison.
And that
And
gentleman is W. Kamal Bell. He is on the right. You may know him as a comedian or as a social commentator on
Mhm.
CNN. He has a show on CNN that occurs, I think, on Sundays. It's out of season right now, but it is scheduled to come back.
Yeah.
So he's out of Oakland, so you know it's good. He's out of the Bay Area, where you'll find people who are insightful and funny.
So I will say this: he brought it to my level, and when I say to my level, to I am a fan. I was a fan. I love Fat Albert. I totally forgot of the work he did on Electric Company. I remember the reading, the education things that Bill did. I was so excited. I'm like, I remember all this. It just brought, wonderful memories of my childhood, forever scarred by what I know now.
We don't talk about Cosby. We don't talk about Cosby.
We should never talk about that. But anyway, it is currently streaming on Showtime. We need to talk about Cosby if you're interested in seeing what he did with this documentary. And it's 4 parts. Once you watch the first one, you can't stop. It's like eating a bag of Lay's potato chips. Once you eat one, you got to keep eating. I noticed Michael muted himself because he didn't want to talk about Cosby.
We don't talk about Cosby. No, we don't talk about Cosby.
Now, before I was so rudely interrupted, I was getting to the Black History Month situation, and I was pausing right here to show Oprah Winfrey. And back on this date in February 8th, February 8th, 1986, her show, The Oprah Winfrey Show, went national. And she was the first Black woman to have a nationally syndicated show over 40 markets. Yeah, so I was really, really, really oh, you know what? This is Dr. Stephanie Burrows. She said, I'm not much for documentaries. However, this one was good. So she saw it. And
Excellent.
yeah, but going through the trial. She had to watch all four parts. Yes. You just take out 4 hours and check it out because it's some very interesting facts that came through. But yeah, so congratulations. That's our Black History moment fact for the day. Oprah Winfrey went ahead and blazed a trail. And then speaking about blazing trails,
Thank God for Rob Weller, right?
exactly.
So, because the other part of that story is that the guy that had been hosting AM Chicago locally that we grew up seeing. He got a national job on a show to cover entertainment. So of course he left, and then left WLS TV. Kind of like, what we gonna do? So then they brought in this woman from where was she coming from? The
She's
East
coming.
Coast.
So she was coming from the South. I think she was in.
Oh, she was down in the South at that time.
She was in the
Okay,
South.
so
Yeah.
they brought in this woman from the South, and she got a chance to talk about this show. I mean, to have this show, and she made it into something of her own, and the rest is
Yeah.
history. But thank goodness that old Rob had got his job opportunity, and then she got ours, and changed media history.
Yeah. Yeah. And oh, Dr. Burrows is a little late. She said, did we cover the Janet Jackson documentary? Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Twice actually. We covered it twice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I think we ended up talking more about Janet's life than she did in the documentary.
Oh my gosh.
We don't talk about Janet. We don't talk about Janet. That's what Janet said in her documentary.
Oh my gosh. I wanted to mention that Courtney Kemp, I don't know if you guys are fans of Power or the Power universe, but this young lady just signed
Fan of money.
a whole lot of money for going to Netflix. She has now followed Shonda Rhimes.
Shonda Rhimes money.
And she literally made
blowing over that money. Look at that. She look good. She look good. Couple more $1 million, she look even better.
I know. So she's known for this show. I don't know if you all remember. This started on I want to say in 2014.
Coming to Chicago now.
Yes. So I'm excited because so now the latest version of Power is actually going to be talking with Joseph Sciorra. He's a Chicago native. Was with Power when it first started. Well, now this will be his series. His series is called Power Force. It just started this past Sunday. And I want to say, go Courtney. That is, she just made Black history. Just
let's get back to that picture of her, because I got nothing for him.
Oh, okay. You didn't want to see him no more. Okay, you want to see her.
No, there we go. That was. Look how rich she looked.
I don't.
She all sort of rich.
I think that is an inner glow of accomplishing something that a lot of women of color are not. Don't. Yeah, and according according to Showbiz Cheat Sheet, she's the creator of the Star series, and she's moving on. She's leaving Stars, and she's going to be with Netflix. And she signed this deal last year in August. So congratulations to Courtney. I'm happy to see. I don't know. Don't do it, Bridgerton, because that's Chandra's line. Do something else. I don't know. But the Powerverse is the Powerverse will keep Stars going, and she can still be making money.
Good. Good.
She's smiling. She's smiling. She's smiling from all the money she's making. But yeah, I don't know. Do we have time for one more?
Do we? What is our one? What is our one more?
Our one more is Kanye, the Netflix series on Kanye. You just want to mention it because it's coming on this weekend, right?
Well, it's coming on. It's gonna start streaming on the 16th. So technically, we could talk about it next. It's supposed to be coming on next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, not tomorrow, but the very next Wednesday. We could talk about it the day before, but I just want to let y'all know that we on top of this here at Interludes Extra. We can already tell you some things about the Kanye documentary. It's called Genius, JEN-U YUHS, Genius. Because that's what he is. He's a genius. And we all know him as the brother from the South Side with the beautiful mind. I mean, everywhere you think of him. And he does have a beautiful mind. This is a former stand-up comic turned
Mhm.
director. Just started filming him at the very beginning, about 20 some odd years ago. Thought that he would probably turn out to be something greater than he was at the time, and boy, was he right. So you getting footage back from the 90s. Kanye
Yeah.
West, the
Yeah.
producer on his hustle, trying to get with The Rock. You getting the
Yeah.
guy who finally gets his shot, the guy that gets into the accident, has his jaw wired, and still raps through that. The guy that marries the Kardashian, loses his mom tragically, has to try to overcome that, and even the guy that starts all the stuff with Taylor. So you're getting all of this here, and you're getting footage that you've never seen before, and it is coming to you. It's supposed to hit theaters on the 10th, so that's a good reason for us to mention it. So it's supposed to be in some places we can
Mhm.
actually go out and see it on Thursday. But everything with Kanye, is like, is it really going to happen? Are you sure? Is the date
Oh,
going to get pushed back? You never know. Only thing I can say for sure is that Netflix has a date, and the
yes.
Netflix date is the 16th. And if Netflix say it's going to happen, it's probably going to happen. Okay.
I I know. I know.
And this is going to give you a perspective that you haven't seen before, that he doesn't that he only talked about, I guess, in those first initial offerings that he had, the kind of the pre-fame Kanye, the backpack wearing, I'm all about my art, I'm repping Chicago, I'm repping Shy, as he would call it. You're getting that person, and not necessarily the person that is going to be at Coachella. This coming,
Coachella, right?
yeah, he's going to Coachella soon at some point.
Mhm.
So, so you're getting that person, okay? So that's who you got. So we did mention it in tonight. We did get it.
Somebody's trying to call you on the Facebook Messenger. It's not me because we talking right here. Oh, you muted yourself. You muted yourself. Okay. While Michael's muted and talking to someone else, I'm going to say this. Now, our winner earlier today, Becca, I wanted to mention she is with the Growth Factor LLC, and she's got a 8-week training that's beginning this coming Saturday on the 12th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to familiarize yourself with the coach, Becca Girls, uh, go ahead and check out the podcast that we have on her, and I just threw it in the chat. Springer, you know Becca. That's our girl, and so we're excited that she's got that coming on. So I'm excited that she's doing that, and it is what it is. So Becca, make sure you send me a text because she won a gift card from Coach Tony earlier. So I'm really excited that you got a chance to do that. And so yes, an 8-week training, learn daily principles by which to live, and we're excited. That's right. Springer, thank you so much. Let's go, Becca. That's what I'm talking
Go,
about.
Becca.
Go, Becca. So we have her podcast. She came to see us, Interludes, back last year, and now she's going to be doing an 8-week training course. I think, yeah. So just wanted to give her a shout out. If you want more information, let us know and we'll direct you to her. Now, tomorrow we'll be talking about love, 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 love.
Love.
Exciting and new. Come aboard.
That's
We're
right.
expecting you.
Yes, we are. We'll have a nice cold beverage for you, like they used to do
we'll
on
be
the Love
we'll
Mood.
be talking to relationship coach Yvette Vertil. Now, if that sounds French, you got it. You're completely correct because he is Haitian and he's telling us about how you can get your juicy love on for Valentine's
Juicy,
Day. Not just
juicy.
regular,
I'm gonna
juicy.
make it juicy for
Wait a minute.
you.
Wait a minute. Who said yuck? Who was that? Was that Dr. Dr. Stephanie? I hope she didn't say yuck. Anyway, yes. So we will be talking with relationship coach Yvette Vertil and myself, and Michael's in on the conversation, and it's
Oh,
very,
definitely.
very hilarious.
Hey, hey, somebody said they were gonna make stuff juicy. I was like, "Count, I want to be there.
Yeah.
Got to be there."
So we will be releasing that tomorrow. And so what will happen is that we will have it'll be
Bing,
Wamble Wednesday. Let's bring that back up. Where is it? Okay, no, we don't want Yeezy. We don't want Yeezy. Let's get
nah,
Easy out of there. Okay. All right.
easy
So
Sunday.
tomorrow
Look at that
evening
shirt.
is Wamble time. Hashtag Wamble Wednesdays. Because
Yes,
by 6 o'clock tomorrow, I've got to be done
there.
with the editing of the podcast. So he's gonna come on live. What you
Yeah.
gonna talk about, Mr. Wamble?
Well, I intended to talk about some wine last week. We got into a little bit of that. We'll get into some more this week. So we'll talk
Mhm.
about wine. We'll talk about relationships and lead up to the podcast dropping.
Dropping.
And it'll drop tomorrow, and that'll get you ready for next week, beginning next Monday. Next Monday, of course, is Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. And we want to
we,
thank you
we'll
guys.
help as much as we can. Consider us your podcast wingman or
That's
woman.
right. We could do that. And we want to thank everyone that has subscribed to the YouTube channel. We are now at 129. So we just want to say hello, hello, and thank you. And then of course, as we get ready to close, our Talk on Tuesday is brought to you by NBN's African American Historical News Journal. Give the gift of knowledge as the drive for five starts now. I got my five. We
Five.
invite you to get your five. Go
Get your
ahead,
five on it.
go to
Mm, mm.
mbnconnect.com, and when you order the journals, type in interludes as a referral. This is great for Black History Month. Learn your history. Learn your
Right.
history. And
Black
Michael,
History Month starts on February and ends next February. That's
exactly.
right.
And Michael, what's your name?
My name is not Valerie the Voice Johnson, but your name is, because this has been Interludes Extra Talk on Tuesday with Valerie Johnson.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Singles by one.
Peace.